A point source is located at a distance of 20 cm from the front surface of a symmetrical glass biconvex lens. The lens is 5 cm thick and the curvature radius of its surface is 5 cm. How far beyond the rear surface of the lens is the image of the source formed? Now let us understand the ray diagram for this question. This is a biconvex lens. It is symmetrical. Biconvex lens, symmetrical means the radius of curvature of both the surfaces are same, which is given as to be 5 cm. So the object distance point source is located at a distance of 20 cm. So let us say that O is the object distance 20 cm. So this is surface ABC. This is called as the front surface. The first surface is the front surface for the object O, for which the incident ray is shown like this, and the second surface ADC, this is the rear surface of the lens. Object O is at a distance of 20 cm from the front surface. So front surface is ABC. Point BO, distance BO is 20 cm. This is the object distance from the first surface. And next what is given? The lens is 5 cm thick. So from the middle portion, BD is the mid portion of the lens. This thickness is given as 5 cm, which I can show by marking this. You have to find out how far beyond the rear surface, means surface ADC. This is the rear surface of the lens is the image of the source formed. O is the object, whereas the image of this object O is formed from the rear surface. This is what I have to find out. Now at the first surface you can see ABC, the incident ray is going towards right direction. It means the incident ray has to enter from rarer to denser medium. So we have to consider first for the surface ABC. So I will write, this is the spherical surface ABC. You have to take the ray going from rarer to denser medium, from air to glass medium. So from rarer to denser medium, for refraction at a single spherical surface, we have mu2 upon V minus mu1 upon U equals to mu2 minus mu1 upon R. Mu2 is the refractive index of denser medium, mu1 is the refractive index of rarer medium. So let us write down the values of all these terms. Mu2, refractive index of glass. If in the question, if it is not mentioned the refractive index of glass, it means we have to take it as 1.5, and rarer medium is air, so whose refractive index is 1. Next I have to write down the object distance for the first surface. If I look at the figure, object distance will be measured from point B, because point B is the pole of the surface ABC. I have to go towards left direction. BO distance I have to measure. So if I am going from B to O, means I am going against the direction of the incident ray. So by sign convention, how much will be BO? If I take this proper sign, it will be negative of 20 centimeters. So we have to put a negative sign. This is the object distance with sign convention. And let us come to the radius of curvature of the first surface. For the first surface, radius of curvature will be measured starting from point B going towards right direction. So means I am going in the same direction as that of the incident ray. So the radius of curvature will be taken by sign convention to be positive. So 5 plus 5 centimeter radius of curvature for the first surface. Now these are the values. We will put it in this formula for denser to rarer medium. Mu2 is 1.5. V I have to find out, minus how much is mu1? 1, and U is minus 20 equals to mu2 minus mu1, which is 1.5 minus 1. divided by r is 5. Now from this equation we will get the value of v. V will be the image distance for the object O for the first surface ABC, which you can see in the ray diagram. O is the object, the ray goes in this direction, and this is the I1 is the image formed by the first surface. This image I1 will be acting as an object for the second surface ADC, and finally the image for the second surface will be formed at I. So this is the complete ray diagram being shown for both the surfaces. So if I come to this calculation part, so I will get 1.5 divided by V, minus minus plus हो गया 1/20. This will give you 0.5 divided by 5. So let us remove the decimal. So this becomes 5/50. So we get 1.5 upon V plus 1/20, 1/10. So 1.5 upon V equals to 1/10 minus 1/20. This I will solve for V. यहाँ हम इसका एलसीएम ले लेते हैं 1/10 minus 1/20. This will give you 20 is the LCM. So न्यूमरेटर में हमारा हो जाएगा 2 minus 1, and this will be equal to 1/20. So you have now 1.5 upon V equals to 1/20. So ये नेक्स्ट स्टेप हो गया हमारा 1.5 V इक्वल्स टू 1/20. यहाँ से हमारा V आ जाएगा, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई V इक्वल्स टू 20 into 1.5. This will be 30. So finally V हमारा आया 30 centimeters. This is the image distance for the first surface, as you can see in the diagram. This I1 is the image formed by the first surface. So this image distance is coming out to be 30 centimeter. तो ये जो image distance है 30 centimeter हम कहाँ से measure करेंगे? From the pole B of the surface ABC, and we will move towards right direction up till I1. So as you can see, it is coming out to be positive because you are moving in the same direction as that of the incident ray. So sign convention is followed over here. So we are getting the image distance at 30 centimeter. This image is I1. Now this image I1 will be acting as a object for the second surface. So we will consider the refraction at a single spherical surface formula for this second case. So we will have for surface ADC, as you can see the second surface is labeled as surface ADC. This is another spherical surface ADC. Now this, for the second case, we have to consider the refraction from denser to rarer medium, because now I1 is formed in the denser medium and it has to go in the rarer medium. The incident ray will be going in the rarer medium. So denser to rarer medium का हम यहाँ पर formula use करेंगे for the second rare surface. So for that, what do you have for rarer to denser medium? mu1 upon V दिस इज़ फॉर डेंसर टू रेयर मीडियम। ना इनका भी हम वैल्यूज़ लिख लेते हैं साइड में। सो μ1 इज़ रेयर मीडियम, रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स इज़ 1, μ2 इज़ द डेंसर मीडियम ग्लास है, रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स 1.5. Next I want to know the radius of curvature of the second surface. Now come to the figure. ADC is the second surface. When I have to measure the radius of curvature of ADC surface, D is the pole of this surface. So I will start my point, origin point will be from D, and I will go in the left direction to measure the radius of curvature of surface ADC. I am going in the left direction, whereas the incident ray is going towards right direction. So I am going in the opposite direction as that of the incident ray. So by sign convention, radius of curvature will be taken as negative. So it will be -5. Now next I will come to the object distance u for the second surface. I1 is acting as a object for the surface ADC. So object distance कहाँ से measure किया जाएगा आपका? From point D to I1. DI1 is the object distance for surface ADC. So how much is DI1? This I have to write down in the figure. Now DI1 means ये पूरा हमारा BI1 कितना है? 5 तो हमारा हो गया इसका थिकनेस, और ये जो हमारा आंसर आया था ये पूरा 30 आया था हमारे पास फर्स्ट केस के लिए. BI1 was 30 and BD is the thickness. So how much will be DI1? This will be given by 30 minus 5. So this will be giving you the object distance for the second case will be 30 minus 5, and this is will be positive. So this is actually our DI1. U is DI1, which is plus 25. Why it is in positive sign? I am moving from point D to point I1 means I am going in the direction of the incident ray. So when you are measuring the distances in the same direction of the incident ray, by sign convention the distance has to be taken as positive. So that is why the U will be in the positive sign for the second surface ADC. So ये हमारे values हो गए हैं second surface के लिए. इसको हम substitute करेंगे. ये जो हमारा फॉर्मूला है, let us put these values. क्योंकि हमारा 1/V minus μ2 is 1.5, U is 25, μ1 minus μ2 हो जाएगा 1 minus 1.5 डिवाइड बाय रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर -5. इसको हम सॉल्व करेंगे फॉर V. So 1/V. So this is 1/V minus, remove the decimal, you will get 250. So you have 15/250. ये हमारा प्लस साइन. 1 minus 1.5 will be negative of 0.5. वो नेगेटिव हमारा डिनोमिनेटर के नेगेटिव के साथ नेगेटिव/नेगेटिव ये पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा. सो 1/V इक्वल्स टू, इसको भी हम रिमूव कर लेंगे डेसिमल, इसको हम राइट साइड पे ले आते हैं. 15/250 प्लस 5/50. ये रिमूव द डेसिमल. 5/50. नाउ वी विल सॉल्व फॉर V. 1/V. ये भी हम कैंसिल कर सकते हैं. 3 5 5 से कैंसिल कर लेते हैं. 5 3 दिस विल बी 5 3 सो 3/50 प्लस 5/50. 8/50. So V will be how much? 50 upon 8. Which will give you 25 upon 4, 6.25 centimeters. So this is the image distance. ये हमारा पॉजिटिव साइन में आएगा. अभी हम डायग्राम में चेक करते हैं पॉजिटिव साइन का मीनिंग क्या बन रहा है. यहाँ पे ये हमारा फाइनल आंसर आ चुका है. V इक्वल्स टू प्लस 6.25 सेंटीमीटर. अंडरस्टैंड कीजिए यहाँ फिगर से. ये हमारा फाइनल जो V आया है. दिस इज़ द इमेज डिस्टेंस फॉर सेकेंड सरफेस जब हमने कंसिडर किया था. इमेज डिस्टेंस फॉर द ऑब्जेक्ट I1 is how much? I will measure from D, DI. I is the final image found by the second surface of the object O. So DI is the image distance. ये हमने फिगर में भी लेबल कर दिया बिकॉज इमेज डिस्टेंस जब हम मेजर करेंगे आई विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द पोल ऑफ द सेकेंड सरफेस. व्हाट इज़ द पोल पॉइंट ऑफ द सेकेंड सरफेस? पॉइंट डी इज़ द पोल. एंड आपका आंसर पॉजिटिव में आने का मतलब क्या है कि आपका जो इमेज बना है वो राइट साइड पे बना है surface ADC के. So as you can see in the figure, I is the image form, final image form. So DI is your final image form. Image distance 6.25. I hope it is clear to you.